Testing, 1 2 1 2. Looks like everything's working. Hello everyone, my name is Xanmoas, and we are back with Genshin Impact. As you may have noticed, I changed the webcam layout, because I honestly thought if I put the webcam on the OBS screen, it feels like I'm actually talking to the viewers, and not the game. Instead of just straightforward, where it's like, I'm staring at the game, but I have to remember to look up in order to talk. But if it's on the OBS screen, I should be able to just instinctively look up at the webcam. So yeah, that should work out better now, hopefully. I mean, it might look weird looking at the side of my head, but whatever. Anyways, today's challenge today is to do two things. Well, hopefully two things. Unless, you know, it gets hot in the room. Because it's winter, and according to winter rules, you have to have the heater on. And it builds up when the door's closed. Anyways, we're gonna be doing the Imaginarium Vita. And then, if we have time, I'll do the Duke story. And hopefully, I don't have any problems with the Duke story, because last time I tried to do Neverlet's story, it was like getting roadblocked by having road crests. Anyways, navigate. Just gotta remember to keep my head up. It was a bit difficult to have my head up when the pillow for the gaming chair I bought has fallen down. Like it somehow stretched too much, and I like don't even understand how that was even possible when I didn't even touch it.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Okay, Kazuha, you can be quiet now.
Follow the wind.
Now, maybe this won't take too long, or maybe there's a story crest associated with it. We'll see. It seems to be in the library, though. The door that's been locked for so long. And I'm already getting, this is Halloween vibes.
What's this doing in a library? Could this be the restricted section Lisa mentioned?
Oh no, we broke the rules. We gotta leave.
Doesn't quite feel like it, though. You don't think this place is hiding some terrible secret, do you? Like those rooms you always hear about in scary stories? You know, the ones that are usually totally off limits?
Sure, it would be locked if that were the case.
That's true. We just kind of waltzed in here. And it didn't seem like the lock had been broken or anything. Wait, hang on a minute. This isn't the door we came in through. Are we even in the library anymore?
Apparently we're in an elevator. We could be underneath Cider Lake. Perhaps we reached another world.
And what world would that be, huh?
I don't know. Do you remember the mountain incident?
Too bad Lisa's not working today, otherwise we could ask her. Well, we're here anyhow, and this place doesn't look too dangerous. Why don't we just take a look around? New places are meant for exploring, after all. You gotta try all kinds of new things to become a good and experienced guide. Ooh, look, a stuffed wolf toy! So cute! It's so fluffy and soft. Huh. Wonder who left it here.
Oh, you know, the toy might be the room's real master. Or it might be the guardian of this mysterious room.
Oh, foolish traveler, you dare enter this fortress of doom without invitation? Prepare to be eaten alive!
You know, Paimon, you'd be surprised how often this happened. Because it has. Like, we literally made friends with a goddamn papier-mâché samurai.
We should probably just leave it here for now. This place is huge, so let's keep on exploring!
Alright. Gotta remember to get my head back. Oh, what the? You use the Fantasia tome in the theater lobby to start the Imaginarium... Well, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Theater challenge. The theme of the theater challenge would change every so often, with the participation conditions and special guest characters changing along with it. The opening characters of each season will gain fantastical blessings, which will grant them special buffs in performance challenges in your adventures across Tibet. You must select companions to form your party for the challenges according to the restrictions set by the performance requirements. Each character starts with 2 figure. Each time they complete an performance challenge, they will lose 1 figure. Okay, it sounds like that event we did before. That's supposed to be a boar princess? Yeah, it does look like it. We can change the music. I'll look it up later. Poke its tummy. It said poke, not pet. A lot of books. Yeah, self-painting canvas here. Yep, it's a treasure chest. A fancy one at that. 1 second. Maybe the key's somewhere nearby. Probably better not to touch it. What's on pages? This writing's so blurred. I can't make out what it says, but is that a clock hanging behind the desk? It's completely still. Looks like it's broken. Right. That's a goofy cat. Apples and sunsetters are the most common and economical fruits available on the market during harvest season. Between the two, apples have a longer ripening period and are consequently sweeter, possessing greater sugar content. Once that botanical yearbook. Having persevered to the very end, the light of dawn is but a heartbreak away. Your lengthening exhaustion shall receive succor, and the future is suffused with honey sweetness. The fruit of your sweating brow is about to ripen. You need only reach out and pluck it. The harvest reaped by the hardworking is the most marvelous tale in the world, so rejoice and be merry, for this labor shall soon be your richest reward. That's what being a lion in there. Oh, God, it's actually a bit hard to keep my head back. I mean, I could probably lower the webcam a little, just to compensate. Okay, that just made it worse. Yeah, that will do. Still this bit. Big ass curtain. And that's everything. Only electro and animal characters, as well as special guest stars, may perform in this season's show. Okay, supporting cast. Supporting cast characters can assist friends in their performances, and up to 7 characters can be set. Ah, well, I don't have friends on this, so let's just do this. I don't care what I'm picking. Alright, performance prep. Easy mode, normal mode, and hard mode. It's gonna be a problem. Wow, I just picked randomly, huh? Okay, so, wait. Does that mean I don't have enough characters? Ah, characters who reach level 70. Fair enough. Well, I don't exactly have the best of the best. Okay, next. The cast members can be used to replenish your principal cast, complete combat events, or choose companion events in order for them to join the principal cast. Special guest characters, well, stars, are designated selectable characters that do not need to meet the elemental requirements for that season. Baizu, Sidrine, Wisely, Level Drenny. Of course, he's Level Drenny. Not all hate from. Screw that name. He's now known Level Drenny. Alright, so I actually can't select them, huh? Some of these characters I still have to level up. I mean, level up properly. Because I don't think some of them have even got good relics on them. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass. All sorts of events can happen during the FIDA challenge. Of these companion events allow alternate cast members to join your principal cast. Wondrous Spoons can grant your party combat buffs. Mysterious Cash can grant certain benefits but also carry a certain amount of risks. After selecting companion, Wondrous Spoon, or mystery catch events other than combat events will be refreshed. When a combat event is selected, you will go on stage and start the current performance. Characters who have yet participated in the game mode have a chance to provide external audience support for companion events, and Wondrous Secure bringing you additional benefits. Alright, so these two give 80, these two give minus. Let's see, oh, it's only a start, so let's just do a normal. Wait, seriously? Trigger slow reactions 15 times. Start challenge, defeat all opponents within 90 seconds. Oh, jeez. What? It's a challenge procedure you can use for start performances to change your party setup and try the challenge again. The composition of your party setup is key to completing your performance. Each character who takes part in the performance will start with 2 figure. Yeah, okay, you said that before. Oh, good, I can still select. Let's see. Trigger swirl, which is Animo and something else, like pyro, electro. All right, let's start with him, her. Why not? And actually, you know what? No, let's do. Yeah, that should be good enough. Ew, cutscene. How pretty.
Truth repeats its course.
The wind rises. Know your place.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Behold.
There we go.
Transfixed. I'll settle this.
Witness my rise.
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
Too late for regrets. Years of the
Unsightly insects.
How amusing.
overruled.
Yeah, could have been better. But, triggering that 15 times. I think they should shorten that. I got Hu Tao. Everyone loves Hu Tao. Even the dead. Oh, hello there.
Oh no! Sorry! Guests, hello! I've been waiting here for the longest time and nobody came. I was only planning to rest my eyes for a bit, but the sofa was so comfy, I guess I dozed off.
It didn't look like he was sleeping.
Sure can. Talking is one of the things I can do. Alright, so... yes. Introductions are in order, aren't they? Greetings, my dear guests. My name is...
Woofy.
Wait. What's my name?
Not sure we can help you with that one, buddy. Guess you were in a pretty deep sleep, huh? Seems like you're still waking up.
Your name is Sir Howsworth.
Huh? Really?
We're just messing with you. Anyway, Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Okay, great, that went well. At least this mysterious room doesn't rob everyone of their memories.
I must apologize. I must have slept for so long that I can't remember what's real and what's a dream anymore. I did have a lot of dreams while I was asleep. Okay, concentrate. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, the current me is a concierge in charge of attending to any guests that find themselves here. Yes, you may call me Wolfie.
Okay, but, if all you can remember are your dreams, what makes you think any of them are real experiences? They're just products of your imagination, right?
You mean, if it comes from my imagination, it can't be real life? Oh. Well, It sounds like you know more about that kind of thing than I do. I can't tell the difference at all. I remember a time when a horrid curse was put on me. My heart was cased in unmelting ice, and I had to spend my days in agonizing solitude, surrounded by nothing but boundless tundra. I also remember playing with Whitefang in the misty forest. We chased golden butterflies, waded through rushing streams, and shattered the very moon beneath our feet. And I'll never forget marching in that celebratory procession with the other troops, being showered in confetti as I excitedly waited for Her Majesty the Queen to bestow her honor upon me. It was glorious. To me, all these events are indistinguishable from real experiences. Take my latest dream, for instance. I remember being in a garden of forking paths, and Madame Mage said to me, "From now on, you are a concierge. Be sure to treat your guests well." Then I found myself here. And like I said, I waited and waited and waited. And now, finally, 2 guests have arrived. At last, I can fulfill my duty. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Oh, Mondstadt seems to be full of all weirdnesses. I mean, seriously, it's like every country has its own thing, but Mondstadt, even though it's small and more nature, has the weirdest stuff going on. Usually with magic.
Yeah, and who is this Madame Mage? Is she really just a figure from your dream? Seems like there could be more to it than just that.
Well, Madame Mage is Madame Mage. Just as you, dear guests, are guests. She and her friends, oh yes, and they're all mages too. Each one of them is a master of their own type of magic. Conjuring, illusions, and so on. One of them uses a quill pen to cast her spells. She has a very mysterious ink bottle that contains fantasy truth. I had a little taste when she wasn't looking, and oh my goodness was it bitter. Blech. But the other mages all love her magic. They use their powers of creation to transform her fantasy truth into true fantasy. How do they do that? I haven't the slightest idea. I'm just a toy with stuffing for brains.
You sure are.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
About this room.
Yeah, what is this place? We came in here through this one door in the library, but we were never able to open it before.
Ah, well, congratulations on your successful entry, dear guests. This is a special room, one that can only be accessed by those who are invited. Seeing as you two have this privilege, you can invite your friends to enter as well. On that note, I'd better tidy up this place as quickly as possible. Oh, and I should prepare some tea and snacks too. You don't mind if they're on the sweeter side, do you?
Of course not! Wait, before we get ahead of ourselves, mind telling us where we are exactly? Are we even still in Mondstadt?
That is a difficult question. Madame Mage created this room using magic, and I don't know magic. Still, you have my guarantee as concierge that this is a safe and comfortable place. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
About that book and the battle we just fought.
Yes, I saw! You were magnificent! I was completely enraptured by your performance.
What do you mean, performance?
Well, Madame Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present. I'm sure only the most distinguished of guests are able to take the stage as the story's protagonist and put on a show as spectacular as yours. What a thrilling battle! Yes, that's what every story needs to spice things up. Naturally, those are the kinds of stories I love reading the most. I wonder what would make a good title for a book about your magnificent performance. Should we call it a saga? An epic? A tale of conquest? A chronicle of combat? Choices, choices. In any case, I do hope you will be so kind as to indulge us with more of your fine performances. In fact, scratch that. I'm afraid I shall have to insist. The story of the present is waiting to be written, and you, dear guests, are the ones to fill its pages. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
That's all I wanted to ask.
This place is getting more confusing by the second, but Wolfie seems alright, so we should be fine, right? Besides, Our goal is to set foot in every corner of Teyvat, and the courage to boldly go where others dare not to tread is what will take us there.
Wow, what a wonderful line! Spoken like a true adventurer!
You bet! We're the real deal!
Well, I am. She's not.
Is that so? Well then, I'd better make sure I do my duty as concierge of this place. I hope this can be somewhere for you to rest and recuperate when you're weary, so that you can embark on your next adventure refreshed and renewed. Come back here anytime if you get tired. I'll be sure to take good care of you.
Completing performance challenges in the Imaginarium Vita, getting various goods from both the buttes. Okay, open chests. Begin challenge. Performance events. Yeah, I read all that. What are you doing in here?
You intend to take a rest. I concur. You do look quite tired. Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end. I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one.
Thank you. So I guess everyone who's on the party list appears here.
I do hope I'll get to read a story about a rebellious princess. You know, the type who sheds her long, cumbersome skirts and learns equestrianism, swordplay, perhaps even medicine. She'll live freely, take to the field to defeat evil personally, and defend the people and nation by her own hand. You know what? I might just write that story myself.
And who's watching Ito right now? I bet you're not happy to be here.
You call crushing ants a challenge? The novelty of these little scuffles quickly wore off for me. Now it's just tedious. It amazes me that some people enjoy it so much.
You're welcome.
Keep up if you want my help. I don't want to be stuck here all day.
You youngsters need to make sure you're getting enough exercise. You don't want to be huffing and puffing while your elders are still going strong. Why, this is a walk in the park compared to the field studies that Haravatat used to send us out on. Never mind. No point in dredging up the past. Go on, then. I suppose you ought to rest if you really are tired. I've seen too many junior scholars ruin their health for the sake of their academic pursuits. Let that be a cautionary tale. Those who fail to heed the advice of their elders do so at their own peril.
Okay. Act 2, okay. What? Selectable effects increase by 1 when choosing a Wondrous Boon event. Selectable effects increase by 1 when choosing a Mystery Catch event. What the heck? That feels a little weird. As the character receives healing, the damage the elemental skill deals is increased by 8%. When overloaded is triggered on an opponent, a shockwave will be unleashed at the opponent's position, dealing physical damage. When an opponent is defeated, there is a 50% chance to unleash an elemental shockwave. Location. Okay, so that one's good for multiple ads. After a character defeats an opponent, they gain 10% all elemental and physical damage bonus for 15 seconds. Okay, let's do that. Companion random. Okay, that's if you want to deal with a whole bunch of Fatuis. That one shouldn't be too bad. But I only have like 2 Fontanian characters. So that might be a bad matchup. Okay, the Xanmoas should not be any problem. I mean, what's the worst they're gonna do? Block? Let's see, she do her and her.
Let's get down to business.
Have fun with this gift.
Swarm Fury, you're dead. Going somewhere. You dare to gaze upon me?
Dissipate.
Lucky day.
Go. Time to go. Out of my way. Our bond is strong. Too late for regrets. Truth repeats its course.
Behold.
Ooh, what are those circles around them?
Bow your head.
We'll see. Stand with me.
Squall Fury. How amusing.
Alright, continue performance. Act 3. Okay, do Wondrous Boon. Overload of reaction that's electrical and pyro. Should be able to do it. Electrical character. Electro. Why do I keep saying electrical? I guess it's just instinctive. Right.
Time to testify.
It's been a while since I fought you.
Check this out.
Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon.
Higher, higher, hands on fire.
Loaded.
Defeat exhausted villain. What exhausted villain?
Here's backup.
Into the shadows.
Ah, crap, I have a timer.
The victor is declared. Witness my rise. Pitiful. The hearth. Now it's.
Oh, this is bad. Just pause for now. Pretty sure I did the whole story bit for now.
I'm afraid I still have some work to do before. If you'd like, you can take the stage and perform once more. There'll be...
Let's try again. I'm gonna need a bit more oomph.
Loaded. Enough.
Oh, I can just hold the button down.
Hunt them down.
Time to go!
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
That's a lot better.
Ready. This is sheer anarchy. Overruled. This is where you fall.
Jaw's over!
Loaded. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
There we go.
Bravo! Bravo! Another spellbinding performance!
Thank you,
Are
Whoopi.
you interested in learning any new thespian tricks? By which I mean dashing and elegant poses. In fact, what would you say to a friendly exchange? I'll teach you some thespian tricks in return for toy medals from the treasure chests. Friendship is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, just the word itself gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart and my stomach.
It's a lovely thing indeed. All my best friendships are built on a warm, fuzzy feeling in my stomach.
Oh, for the love of please don't tell Paimon you're thinking about emergency food again. We're talking about friendship here, okay? Paimon will never understand why that's where your head goes. Anyway, are you sure you're okay with just toy medals? What can they be worth if they're just toys?
As long as you believe, even toy medals can be more valuable than gold. That is the magic of imagination. Madame Mage told me that. I can't say I entirely understand what she meant, but... The thespian tricks, I actually got those from a wish I made to Madame Mage. So long as she thinks it's a fair trade, I think it should be fine.
Sounds kinda ominous. Don't a lot of scary stories start out that way? You make a reckless wish to a wicked witch, but you end up regretting it when she forces you to pay an impossible price in return?
I believe you're misunderstanding the situation, dear guest. There is absolutely nothing to fear. To start with, mages are quite different from wicked witches. And besides, I already told you what the price is. It's the toy medals. There's no catch.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, completely. In any case, I was the one who made the wish. So if someone has to end up paying an impossible price, just leave it to me.
Paimon, stop being skeptical. You're scaring Woofy. Why do you sound so proud of that?
I enjoy watching your performances, so it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned. I wonder how many blank pages are left in this book. But not to worry. Even if we run out of space, new blank pages will be added very soon. I do look forward to the day when all empty pages are filled with stories.
Alright, continue performance then. Advanced sequence. Oh no.
Want me to come along?
Should be okay for Kazuha?
Taste of my hammer.
Into the wind!
Motion to propel! Breath of the flame!
I got you covered.
Let the magic begin!
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud! One with nature!
Invisible evidence!
Don't get too close! Supporting fire! Into the wind! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Be amazed! Breath of the flame! Ship on up!
One with nature!
I got you covered so soon.
One with wind and cloud!
Use the spotlight!
Come on, leave the monolith alone.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Incinerate! Be amazed! Over here!
Good enough.
I got you, boss.
Right, not the Dark Wolves, I hate them. This one should be fine. I've not wasted good characters.
Let's get it on! Ship on up! Cue the spotlight!
Fire it up! Supporting fire!
Eyes on me!
You asked for it. Look alive!
Don't get too close! Here's backup!
Buckle up!
Let the magic begin!
Check this out!
You're dead meat!
Come on!
Supporting fire!
Over here!
Pound it to the ground!
Don't get too close!
Look alive! To ashes!
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Here's backup! Fire it up!
No tricks up here!
Oh, we already failed? Alright, restart performance. I need Kajua.
Time to go! Into the wind!
You asked for it! Ha!
One with nature! Clouds high, the birds call!
Power that ended Python!
Surprise! Be amazed!
Into the wind!
Buckle up!
The wind knows me.
Journey ends here.
One with nature! Fallen leaves, adorn my
Gloves off!
Let the magic begin!
Lord of Sand, your
Into the wind.
sacrifice is ready.
clouds high, the birds call! That hurts! The wind knows me.
To ashes!
Over here!
That's close. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Step on up! Be amazed!
Eternal as a sapphire! For the eternal oasis! One with wind and cloud!
Surprise!
You're dead meat!
Come on, come on, come on. Okay, good.
Cha!
Now for the last one, I hope.
What is the situation?
Oh, no. Not two of them. Let's see, Go you, you, and you.
Into the shadows. Time to testify.
Higher, higher, hands on fire! Power that ended hot dog.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. Hunt them down. Ready. This is sheer anarchy.
Oh, I forgot I could do that. I was supposed to kill them both at the same time. Then focus on the other one.
Torn to oblivion. There is no escape under full sight.
Yeah, kill them both at the same time. Yeah, just start this. Let's do you instead.
Let's get it off to ashes.
Time to go!
Into the shadows. Evil looks. Shoot on sight. Buckle up! You asked for it! Ready. What a disgrace. Book alive!
Power that ended hot dog. See?
Loaded. Time to testify.
Okay, so normal mode is actually pretty damn hard. Because I don't have the right characters for this. But Kashura, it might be easier. Hmm.
Eyes on me! Cross over! Hunt them down! Into the shadows. Lots off! Look alive! What a disgrace! Power that ended Python! Loaded.
Got you. Haha. 3 out of 3, huh? Oh, that's not too bad. I guess I'll do some more later. If I can help it. Right, yeah, leave the room. Alright, well that was something. Let me just check achievements. Mail. And while I'm at it, let's try out. Well, see how many wishes I have. I need 2 more for those. Got Sidrain or Farina. Now, this is a hard choice because I got Farina, and she could be even more powerful. But Sidrain's adorable. Why wouldn't I go for Sidrain? Shit. Okay. Take the shop real quick. Yeah, lately it's not been easy getting these. Yeah, I need 1 more now. Alright, Sidrain or Farina? Let me check Farina's, constellation. And using Let the People Rejoice, Farina will gain 150 fanfare. Additionally, Farina's fanfare limit is increased by 100. Doesn't sound too bad. What else? Sidri is a healer. Farina is also half healer. Damn, this is hard. I think I want to get Sidri. If I end up regretting it, well, then I regret it. Okay, I got red. Hello, Noel. Normal. You know, I was trying to roll for Coran before, but I never got her. Just didn't have enough at the time. Still blue. What's my history like? Alright, so I think I did at least about 8. So plus 8. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58. Plus 8 is 65. Wait, no. Shit, my brain's not working. 12 times 5 is 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. Minus 2, which is 58. Plus 8. Hmm. 58 plus 8 is... That's right, 65.
The scenery is wonderful.
Alright, well, with
Surely
that
enough
done,
to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
I guess we'll do the Duke story. So I'll go and activate it. And I'm back in prison.
We once thought the Fortress of Meripede would be super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all.
Still imposing,
It's
though.
got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave.
Yeah, you're right. They probably have that guy to thank for that.
Oh, you mean Risley? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader. Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him. Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys?
He probably has a good number of tricks for every situation.
Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
Huh? Paimon could have sworn she just heard something.
Me too.
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
Are you trapped in a box?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
The box, Paimon. The box.
Did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, Traveler, let's go take a look.
The box.
Why
The
are
box.
you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Did someone strip you of your clothes?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
No, it was nothing quite that serious. I'd just like some help finding my hat.
Just your hat? But then, why can't you look for it yourself? Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair!
Paimon, we don't have to ask. Paimon, there's no need to spell it out.
Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder why you had to hide inside the box. You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But when I came to, it was gone. It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Don't worry, we'll be back in no time.
Traveler's life for a hat.
I'm really sorry to bother you like this. Please, come back soon.
Sure thing, Fazolo.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Well, let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than Paimon thought. Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might have gotten blown in. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat.
You can just buy him a hat.
Huh, that's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there.
You sure can find out quick when it comes to shopping. I'm only paying for a hat.
Huh? How did you know what Paimon was thinking? Oh, this is bad. Nothing gets past you nowadays. Well, either way, let's go check it out first.
I bet you they got the hat.
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop. Now just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread. Oh, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion Paimon.
So much for Fairy.
Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread.
Sure thing, gingerbread.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so got a bit ahead of myself. I hope you'll find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
Why, your heroic actions at Araneus have long made their way to the fortress of Meripede. We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. Ah, you were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you.
So it's because of him. And here I thought I hadn't made it as a hero.
Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery. After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke. And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself. I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for?
A man's hat.
No problem. Anything else? Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Wait, but that's, you don't have to be so nice.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
Oh, you put it that way.
All right, Paimon will take a look.
Of course.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
It's all right, 2 will do.
Never thought you turned down a chance to freeload.
It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimanology later. That poor guy must still be waiting for us.
Imaginarium, huh?
Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Please come again, and don't forget to mention us to your grace.
Time to go.
Yeah, well, I'm mad I took your money. Yeah, let's just teleport up.
You can come out now. We found your hat.
You did? Oh, Archon, you just saved my life. Just one sec.
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair, too.
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair. Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
Besides, someone else gave it to us.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunately, there's just something special about my hat.
You got drugs, don't you?
Does it have some kind of sentimental value?
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep looking for a while.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Anyway, hey, Duke.
Oh, hey, Risley. It's been a while.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air. I'll say, I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here.
Good luck getting
As
business.
I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing it again, You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace.
The Beret Society? Give me a break.
Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
Very well.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much about his hat? Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
No, Paimon. It's just that the Duke is very intimidating.
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person. What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
What's this Beret Society? The people here who enjoy working?
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up, too. And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place as well.
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if we're gonna catch up...
Let's go then.
All right then, please follow me.
Please follow me, he says, and then he disappears.
Follow the wind.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal? Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals today.
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Super Deluxe or bust.
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
Then I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes. If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
Wait, drinks are non-welfare?
It's not for everyone. Think of it as a special treat for VIPs.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles of the drink for Paimon, please.
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
Yep, very long. We fought tooth and nail for the sake of justice. I'm still trying to learn more about Fontaine. But this time I wasn't really sure that involved with a lot of it.
That's a bit too humble for you. Even the most unintentional action can catalyze new developments and force many fates onto brand new paths.
Paimon gets the sense that you're trying to flatter us. That guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right? Why would you need to get on our good side?
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Jeez, Paimon, you make it sound... What kind of faces are those? I was gonna say, well, geez, Paimon, you make it sound like being friends with people is not easy. Just because you don't ever talk about yourself?
So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself. I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms, some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to get to the top. So, what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so far.
I'm perfectly aware of that too, but even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
That's how I feel as well. I must thank you for your generosity, but...
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment of cargo. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
It's the Beret Society.
Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress. You're dismissed.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they like dangerous goods?
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats, so we have to examine everything carefully. Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and even a gem! Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Can we take them more?
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
Because I'll have to fight the Duke for it. What about you, Paimon?
Paimon will be your vault keeper!
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it a gift from me.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No take-backs. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants... this one. This dark, sparkly gem. You just know it must be worth a ton of mora.
Is it smoking? It looks like it's smoking.
Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead?
Paimon, what's wrong?
There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up.
Oh my god, your backstory is finally coming to light.
Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
Yeah, let me try.
Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
I want to make sure I know exactly what you saw. My constitution is a bit different from everyone else's.
Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll have a permanent effect.
At worst, it just will remind me of my sister. Or his sister. Of course.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
Yeah, it's just as you said. I relived some rather unforgettable memories.
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick something else.
Then... actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but who knows if it'll also make Paimon sick.
Doesn't hurt to be careful.
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its contents. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the Society's gathering place, then. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
You want to destroy the walk?
Are you this free every day or something?
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met, either.
Sure you want to destroy the walk? And not, like, have someone check it out? Could be related to something horrible. Oh, my nose is a bit runny.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society have been waiting for your arrival. Are these your two guests?
What an accent.
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences. Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
You know, it's awkward. That woman at the background looks like he's judging them very harshly.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Risley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states and even make many new friends. Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede? Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
There's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier.
Are the rocks gonna be hidden under those hats?
If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats.
Weird.
Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything we have been working towards.
You're weird.
In other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. Let's take a little old seat over here. There's no need for us to stand.
That's an evil face if I ever saw one.
I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around too if you want to learn more about us.
He said they had been waiting for a while.
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Risley?
Huh. Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all? Well, we're already here, aren't we?
Yeah, might as well take a look.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like.
Alright, got a couple people to talk to. Got this guy looking at the worst chalkboard I've ever seen. Yeah, I was waiting for a society just to be put on the wall like this. You think they have their own room? Okay, you're just automatic then.
Hey, you there, newbie!
I'm not a newbie, I don't have a hat.
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this? Ha!
Wow. That was really loud.
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism in the world.
1 second. Through one day, algae's the next.
Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Okay, random guy.
The Society is planning to host another event soon. We haven't had many new recruits recently, so...
Ah, the one you mentioned to me before. The idea is sound, but I still have some concerns about the specifics.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Where do I get a hat?
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
You sound a bit like a middle scene guide. Middle scene guide. You sound a bit like a salesperson at in a shop.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more. Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His Grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
You really thought of everything.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dugier founded the Society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
Well, that sounded a bit off. Oh. Whoops.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves. Want to take a look? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members publish themselves.
There are writers in the society?
Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera. We find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
That seems odd.
Ah, it's because you all have a lot more free time now.
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live. With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
So this is something like a safe space.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting, or have the physical strength to do hard labor. The Society is exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
Don't worry, we will. Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy.
Yeah, but I know they're very miserable on the inside.
That would explain why Risley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the Society as a whole.
It's all sus. Every single bit of it.
Oh, wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process.
Oh, now you're scared.
It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
It seems alright. On the surface.
Yeah, you're right. By themselves, our resources probably don't feel like much.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits.
Then what about the
Which
walk?
is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the Society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves. And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
We already know that.
You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Almost never, you say. So, instead... Oh, he's got something to hide.
Isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax too?
Nope. He's gonna make a run for it. Okay, now they're all sus. Let's take them down.
Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back. I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now, though.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later. After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
Oh, well, it sounds like you already did it.
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked?
Something about useless distractions, something about boxing gloves.
Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order. Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans, after all.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, Your Grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
And same to you.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Well, what's your opinion of the Society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well? Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the Society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
That is certainly a possibility. But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead. I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of Dugier's plans for the future. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
Dissonance?
The rock is there,
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too.
It's a bit hard to put into words, but there's something off about that place.
As expected, you also picked up on it. The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn of events. I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now a confrontation may no longer be avoidable. It's hard to predict what might happen next.
You've completely lost Paimon.
Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left something of yours there by accident. If my hypothesis is correct, Dugier should already have left. And with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it.
I'll trust you for now. I'll take this as another one of your jokes.
I'll explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this opportunity. Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
Then what are you gonna do?
Good question. What should I do? Maybe I'll drop by the ring and sign myself up for a fight.
Wait, so you're really just gonna make us work while you slack off?
Yes, he is. So, it sounds like the Beret Society has something to do with the rock. They're probably gonna end up torturing that guy who looked nervous. And, well, it's hard to say what they're gonna do with the rock. So we'll have to continue on and see what that's about. Jeez, they cleaned up quick.
Huh. It's just as Risley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel something out. Paimon will do her best to help.
I don't know where to start. Let's see if we can strike off a conversation.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Oh, okay.
Did anyone see a glass bottle by any chance? Okay, the jig is up. Hands up, everyone.
Nobody?
It was about the size of my hand. I was using it to store some spice powder.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of more or anything. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Risley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Duchier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
This is incredibly suspicious. Feels like they're all terrified or something.
We can look around for it, yeah?
Talk, damn you.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and... I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Sorry.
Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you?
You give us that rundown again?
The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
Hey, big guy?
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner.
You guys are the worst at keeping secrets. Where did your optimism go?
I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right? You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Oh, you're back. How are things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
They were all acting super scared.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Like that one guy we found hiding in the box.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place. Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Oh, so the one who started it all was... It was you all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states.
How long have you been investigating this?
Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody? Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
You know what's funny? They're echoing. Can you imagine a society just overhearing them talking and they're like, oh crap.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down here. And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Duke actions will set the tone. The Duke's values will be emulated by the people.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why, even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society. And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little complicated. The rock is probably his means of intimidation. Question is, how's he using it? Because the guy was scared without his hat on. So, question is the hat like some type of you know, protection from that stone or something? But when he's not wearing it, he's just fearful all the time? I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. I doubt it's that simple. I feel like we're missing something.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. And that won't turn out well in the long run. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish? Bite?
Someone will
Let's
tattle.
give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey!
I'm quiet. You gotta spill the whole secret. Wait till nighttime, huh?
It's finally evening. Brysley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Alright, what's up, Wisely?
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them.
Because you instigated Dogwood in the first place? Because you've been working with Dogwood all along.
Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
Now that you mention it, it was all Paimon's fault.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. That likely set his internal alarms off all at once.
The hats must be hiding something.
Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear. If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth, and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
Ah, so you did that on purpose?
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the Society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble.
So that's the hint you were talking about earlier.
Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan too!
So that's why you wanted us to come along.
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know.
We're just here to make you
you're
look
under
good.
no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the Society.
Sure.
Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at you!
Sure, if I just need to fight them off. Sure, if all you need is some help.
You
help
have my
planning.
thanks. Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Oh, that's gonna scare them real good. Sure, they're gonna walk right into that ominous tone. Or maybe you want to seduce one of them. Who knows?
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
You're a different girl.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
You know us?
Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Wow, that scaredy cat has a lover. Good for him.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the Society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you. Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, Avisa's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress.
That is literally the worst lie you could come up with right now.
She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for your grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please, forgive my discourtesy.
Like, we believe you.
We know exactly what you're thinking. You got some nerve showing your face here. Indeed, like we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know his grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasal. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
Ah, so he's got a hostage now.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
You can do it. Kick that guy in the junk.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say. Pressuring her will not get you anywhere.
It's all right, Elise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace! Forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
But why?
In that case, Avis and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for disturbing your peaceful evening, Your Grace.
Miss Avis, please show me your head. That is an order. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards of the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Because you're an asshole.
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But Your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really, really mad.
Yeah, and he doesn't deserve this OST going on right now.
We should have shown him his place.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient.
Again?
The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody.
Wisely? There's a bit of evidence over there.
And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
One thing's for sure, we won't let him get away with this.
The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads.
It's the bow tie.
DGA probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Wisely, behind you.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
Wisely behind you.
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves. But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avise feel the need to remove her hat? From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. I can't seem to make...
I have an idea, but...
What a coincidence, so do I.
What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
She didn't take her hat off to draw attention to her head. She did it so to remove her hair clip.
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avise didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Some kind of poison?
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem. And
Ugh.
some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
The gem is used as a container for the type of liquid.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
So with this infused thorn,
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain.
that actually sounds disturbing.
The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life.
Yeah, that sounds like it would leave permanent damage.
And an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
Okay, that might make sense.
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
So they got a lair as well, huh? Well, I guess that makes sense. Nice timing.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
Paimon, do you need glasses? They didn't pull the thorn out?
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas too.
I mean, these people need a doctor. Papers are actually outdated, but they look brand new. It seems like no one has flipped it over. If you look closely, even the creases are almost identical. They don't seem to have been formed naturally through reading.
Hey, come here. Have a look at this. This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. Its contents are exactly the same as this book on the shelf. The colors of the covers are completely different, though, and the names of the authors also don't match up.
So these were also just for show, to make it look like the bookshelves being added to and maintained.
Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote these too. Huh!
Look at what I found.
A switch. This is
a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place.
Looks like the worst place to have it, though.
So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members.
That explains why they're all so terrified.
Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, then perhaps it's better to do less, or to not do anything at all. Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake. The lime scale, the layers of dust, they were all deliberately added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone? That could only mean...
The society put a lot of effort into building a front. The real headquarters are elsewhere.
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew that he couldn't stop all of his members from speaking out. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest areas, the fancy equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front. And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
But then, where can we actually find him?
And wouldn't that imply that you have missing prisoners?
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything of the sort, he must be in Dugier's pocket.
Let's go find him. He can tell us where their real headquarters are.
I'm of the same mind. Let's go. You two, follow me.
Alright, production zone it is. Was it this one? Yep. That was random.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably converted them into his headquarters. We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
Oh, I guess we're walking. Or not. I love that coat. Makes you look super intimidating.
There's a fallen guard over there! Paimon sees some society members too!
Okay, let's go kick their ass.
After them!
It's rising! Run!
You guys are the worst chase runners ever.
Ugh, those blasted guards!
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Come on! It's time to talk! Can't you see that he's trying to help?
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
But Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
Ah, thanks to admitting to murder, that would go real well.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen him pass through a large drainage pipe.
Now that's more like it.
Guards, take them away.
Give them the chair.
Let's go. It's about time that we find out what Dugier's really after.
Oh wow, anyone could fit through those.
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure.
And we can finally play the Duke. Oh wow. Got a ragtag group down there. And he's about to go Batman on all of them.
Strike a pose!
Get a little chilly.
Nice.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dugier really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
It's a book Paimon.
Seems like some kind of handbook. Let me see. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission. 5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water. I see. So it's much as I expected.
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
And how have you not noticed your prisoners have gone missing?
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others. and in the process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dujier's slaves.
The whole thing is an affront to human dignity.
Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Ugh, is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime.
Vowed to never run away again, I vowed not to speak without permission. Vowed to keep remain conscious while being censured. I vowed to earnestly carry out any order given to me by Master Dojura. I vowed to actively denounce any behavior of my fellow society members who undermine the society's unity. I vowed to voluntarily accept a 4th degree or higher punishment should I violate any part of my oath. The entire text is handwritten, the paper is creased, and the handwriting is sloppy, suggesting it was written in a state of extreme distress. It was signed at the end with a fingerprint rather than a signature. Judging from the mark, however, it certainly doesn't appear to have been made with a gentle pigment, like that of an ink pad. Anything else here? Ooh, puzzle.
If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door's been locked.
Yeah, and conveniently the puzzle's in front of it.
Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible. You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here? Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Paimon, we're puzzle experts.
Forget it. Paimon's just gonna do some trial and error. Whoa, it's turning! Is it because we touched this thing?
Yes, Paimon, it's because we touched this thing.
The other side's open! Let's go.
Let's begin.
Yeah, of course there's hero trolls here.
with nature. The wind knows me.
Let's get it on!
Away now.
Stay cool and face your guilt.
This is one long path.
Oh, it's so high. We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do?
No, just convenient water.
Level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
Let's begin.
Easy.
These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts.
How do we get prisoners behind the hero chills?
Hey, it's all right now. You can leave this place.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. I'll never try to leave again. So close to me. I don't want any trouble.
No, we're not gonna do that. Please calm down. We're not bad people.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
Evelise and Basholi are still in danger.
All right. Let's search for an exit first.
I'm so hungry. Please give me something to eat. I'm begging you. Don't pass me a note. Are you trying to get us killed? Please, I'm hungry. So hungry. I'll put you if you keep this up. It's almost time for the inspections. Straighten up. So hungry. So hungry. So hungry. So hungry. My fault is constant repetition, with the handwriting becoming increasingly faint, failing to convey anything of use. The bottom half looks like a note. It is severely damaged and has a dirty shoe print on it. Looks like whoever wrote this has been taken away. Dear Yuan, my sweetest daughter, I have no choice but to say goodbye to you this way. Since our separation, not a moment goes by when I do not wish I could leave the fortress of Meripede as soon as possible and come back to you. So, to go back to being the father you looked up to the most. Perhaps I'm the only one who naively believes that sinners are forgiven. The moment one is handed a sentence, they are already dead, leaving only a husk of flesh that must atone. Nobody shows compassion for the flesh. It is utterly filthy and utterly worthless. Don't make the wrong choices, Yuan. Don't do bad things. Live a beautiful life. So your best to become a better you. Try to embrace all the bright things in this world and don't leave any regrets behind like I did. Do not try speaking for me. Nobody here can be trusted. They're all monsters with human faces, with not the slightest shred of decency, constantly starving beyond measure. Stay far, far away from this place. No matter how you feel about a father like me, I still want you to know that I wish I could see you, and that I love you very much. Poor guy. Oh, he looks like he's slightly alive. This one's okay. You look fine. And you're fine too. Interesting. Wait, what's that over there?
This seems to be something like a console.
This is a surveillance terminal. The information collected by the surveillance ports we found previously will be sent here. I'm sure Dugier really enjoyed sitting here and making his people dance like puppets on strings.
Oh, that makes Paimon even angrier! This seems to be...
This is a surveillance... I'm sure Dugier...
Oh...
Okay, that's just a repeat. I thought it was going to show us the footage or whatever. Let's see. That wasn't too hard.
The door's open. Huh. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Mm-hmm. Just focus on the tasks you've been given. I already have reliable help over here. Let's go back. We have unfinished business, do we not? That mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
Interesting. Okay, now I see. Let's go kick his ass.
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules.
Dude, what the heck is that? A torture device?
Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores.
The what?
Of course. You will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again and again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Thistle, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure.
Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I give you permission to speak?
Yeah, you can shut up now, cult leader.
My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that His Grace?
Ah, Risley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
You. Stop acting all high and mighty like some hero of justice! Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent! We are all irredeemable monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved. And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
Let's give him the death penalty.
He's really mad.
Honestly, he's been keeping it in until now. I feel the same way.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden mechs in this place. Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these powerful constructs?
Not long at all.
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like.
One with nature, clouds high. The birds
Let my name echo in song!
A moment, please. This could get a little chilly.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Not long at all, bitch.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood?
What a bitch. You should get the death penalty.
Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt every day. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress.
Well, Citrine could always make her shakes and see if that helps. At least we were able to stop it before it got any worse, right? Maybe you should give a more formal apology. You sound more serious than usual.
Even I wouldn't be able to find humor in a situation like this.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea.
Death penalty.
For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Huh? Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way. He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments.
Can at least be locked
I'm going
up.
to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Good idea. I suppose this is the kind of punishment that only the fortress can met out.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have a better handle on things by then.
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, then you've got yourself a deal.
Alright, guess we're skipping 2 days again. At 11. Alright, let me just see what's going on here. Okay. Skip 2 days at 11. It's already 9 o'clock here.
Ah, you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals. Even if the traveler forgets, Paimon will remind him for sure.
You say that as if I haven't been feeding you or something.
That's not what Paimon meant at all. Risley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
Hmm? I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too!
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns, which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more severely affected to a special observation list.
You sure got everything taken care of, Risley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory.
I have a question for you, actually.
Please, go ahead.
Your flashbacks when you picked up the gym. Your anger when you confronted him.
Ah, that's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child. I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children. They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
Of course.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale. All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings, they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles.
Explains a lot. Did you kill them?
Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power. They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all. But I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
Ah!
My methods were extreme, yes, but I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved.
I have to take some time to process that. I don't know what to I don't really know what to say. Well, you did the right thing. They were monsters.
It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this path, regardless of what anyone may say about it. The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a Vis Fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
Want some bread or chicken?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
Glad to hear it. Want some cake?
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand, Your Grace.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
Better not to restart the society.
I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the fortress.
You're getting married?
Yeah, we met each other through the society and both fell into Dugier's trap.
Okay, to be honest, that sounds terrible.
But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dugier was manipulating us, trying to make us mistrust each other. And after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
This is disturbing.
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me, and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
Oh, we can't thank you enough, Your Grace.
Okay, well, question is, you're gonna need one of the rooms to be so tidy up, it looks perfect for a wedding.
We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories here. So now, it'd be too hard to leave. And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Okay, but can you at least not have children in here? That would be the weirdest thing to have. And I already went through that once with the, with that 2 kids.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
Ooh. Wow, it's getting hot. Let me just do something quick. There's like a equip some awards while I'm at it.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Alright. Well, that was really something. Wisely is like Batman meets Catwoman meets Mr. Freeze. And he treats all his prisoners more fairly than they should deserve. Though, I will say that story was a little questionable, especially at the end with the wedding. You don't exactly want to raise your children in a place where they can't even get sunlight. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, that whole brain thing was actually pretty disturbing. Imagine having a pin. Shut up, Kashua. Imagine having a pin in your head that makes you fearful all the time. It doesn't sound so pretty. It sounds very disturbing and potentially fatal, I guess. And that guy was a huge asshole. He should have got the death penalty, but I guess the Duke knows what he's doing. Alright, let's just deal with this real quick. Still nothing. Just want to double check the history one more time. Alright, so that's 14 now. So 5 times 14 is... Okay, hang on. 14, 28. My brain keeps freezing at that point. Okay, 14, 28, 42, 70 plus 1 is 71. And minus 3 is 60. No, yeah, 68. So if I'm lucky, I can get her later. Let's something I can do real quick. Actually, what's these arrows? That's different. What the arrows mean? Oh. So they got buffed outside? That's cool. Alright, I wonder if there's something I do real quick to get a little bit extra. I do want to get the at least one more blue wish. I can do that, you know, the star thing. Apparently, you can only do that once, and I didn't realize that. And it's only like 20 wishes or so, maybe? I honestly did not know that. Ah, damn. Alright, well then I'll just have to work. Unless... maybe housing. Well, no, I can't get any more wishes from housing, but I can get the...
This realm...
trust... Dude, I can't spend that on wishes. I guess I can buy these.
If you ever
Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Hope everyone enjoyed, and please tune in next time. See ya. Just gonna wait for the